Video for week 10 for composition 2, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of everything that we are doing for this week and talk about how we are adapting everything. So it's Tuesday. I know I should have had this up a couple days earlier. I'm sorry about that. But what we have this week, I have our task as usual. We are watching some video lessons on the overview, review of literature, and the research argument. I didn't realize I didn't post the research argument, so I'll have that up in just a little bit. We'll complete discussion 23, which is testing ideas. Complete discussion 24, which is our peer review reflection for Friday. Most of you were able to complete the peer review. Many of you did not. I'm sorry. I tried to. I know a part of it was messed up because of the technology issues, but also I made a revision and some of you did not get that completed, so I'm sorry. Still try to get your paper in, and we'll just go from there. Make sure you read my comments. I'm able to see who has read comments through Turnitin, so make sure you're doing that. I'll show you how to check those comments out in just a little bit. We are doing a pro-con, not com analysis. That is going to take place of our pro-con section in our researched paper. So we'll do that instead of having a longer section. So that'll just be a journal paper. I want you to continue researching, and then our book review revision is due Sunday night. So one of the things we're doing is we are trying to meet in person Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday. I do need to cancel my, I won't cancel it, but I will need to cut this off short because I have a 3:30 meeting that I have to lead on this Wednesday. Some links to the research project. This is where you will find our overview. I had to replace this video because of a problem with the audio, so it's working now, and I will also have the next section up as well so you understand that a little bit better. Testing your ideas. What we're looking at doing is just thinking, this is a two-part discussion board where you do part one, you pause for a little bit, and then go back and read your responses, but I do want you to write as fast as you can to answer these questions. The idea is where we struggle the most, I think, is trying to explain what our topic is and where we stand within that topic. And then some exercises, what issues actually make sense, is there a solution to the problem at all, what's the easiest or simplest solution, do any of the dumb ideas actually make sense. So I think the dumb ideas are good because often when I have trouble thinking out loud or coming up with something, I will just say the dumbest things, whatever comes to my head. And there might be some brilliance in that idiocy. So don't be afraid to look for that. And then can you see your topic from a different angle? So that will be due this Wednesday, so tomorrow, and then a peer review reflection. If you did not have a peer review reflection, you can still write a reflection. Look at my comments and then just talk about it a little bit. That way you can still get some points for submitting something. Pro-con analysis. It's a journal entry to take place at the editorial assignment in your research project. Compare two opposing articles or opinion pieces, whether from your research or you can use SIRS Researcher, and I'll show you how to get into that and find that, or you go to pro-con or opposing viewpoints. Summarize both pieces, short summary, evaluate the argument, support reasoning and logic, determine which piece has the stronger argument, and explain why it is the stronger argument. I think it's very important to note that just because you disagree with the argument doesn't mean it's weak. It might be a better argument, but it might be wrong, if that makes sense. So keep those things in mind. And then finally, we're submitting our book review revision. To view your book review comments, you can do that by going into the book review assignment, and you can click on view. I can see who's all viewed the responses, so I want to make sure that you are actually looking at them. If you don't apply my comments, I've not only wasted my time, but you were missing out on valuable information. I end up grading the same paper twice and making the same comments, which is not very fun. So make sure you go into where you completed the assignment, to review your comments. So you go into book review, you'll see all our fun things. So you can look at your peer marks and click on all those things. So view complete, and then click on the view, you'll see my comments. And also make sure you're looking at some of these things. Overall, I was fairly happy with the book review draft, so that was pretty good. Last thing I do want to talk about is how do we get into the Sears Researcher. Just go into the library page. And you go into databases. And remember, we are over here on this side. You click on the Sears Researcher. And it doesn't have my thing saved, but you'll enter that in. I'm sorry. There's also posting viewpoints. I somehow must have usually used to have this saved, so I'm sorry that's not working out. To make a separate video on how to do this, I'm sorry. That's really strange. It should be working fairly easily. Anyway, so you can go into these and it'll look at your topic. Otherwise, another good website to go to is procon.org. It's not as good, but you can go and try to find something related to your topic. But otherwise, looking at the sources you do have to find an opinion on either side of the issue, I think that'll be good. So anyway, so that's what we have going on for this week. For next week, we have the overview and review of literature due, and we're also doing some group work. Mainly we're just sharing our overview and our review of literature. You're getting some feedback from each other, so we're trying to work in groups because I do think it is helpful. You will post things just straight into the discussion board. So you go into the groups, doesn't matter which group you're in, but you will see discussion boards. So copy and paste your overview, and then paste a copy of your review. Your formatting might get. So this means, yeah, so we're just pasting everything in so we can read it without having to download it. That's the main important thing. And then you provide comments that way. So that's where we are. If you have questions, please contact me, phone or email. You know how to contact me. You can get that through the syllabus, all that sort of stuff, or just email me. I will get back to you, and I'll be always happy to talk with you as well. If you have questions, I'm here to help you out. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later.